Good morning everybody. So today I am actually going to pick up a prescription for Lucy. Now what happened last night was I gave the vet a call because they did say 24 hours and we should get the bacterial side of things figured out, like in terms of did she have a bacteria in her eye. So apparently the test results came back revealing that nope, there is no bacteria there, at least nothing that they tested for. So I asked them, you know, what now? And she had, I don't know if it was a vet nurse or a receptionist that looked up all the results and everything, but she said she'll have a chat to the vet. So anyway, she called me back after talking to the vet and he wants to start Lucy on some kind of antibiotic and this ointment. And so I said, all right, I have to apparently pick this thing up from the chemist. So we're going to the vet now to pick up the prescription for it. And then we're going to head off to the chemist and then do other things throughout the day. And we'll just see where the day takes us. So I've got everything here and I didn't realize she's gonna have to take this for a while. First week once a day and then for the next 4 weeks twice a week. So all right, we'll see. Hopefully, I just want it to work, you know. I just want her to be perfect and happy and healthy. So I mean, so far it's looking good. Like at least the fluid is gone from there, which was irritating her because it was built up like in the third eyelid. So yeah, anyway, now there is a chemist nearby, so we're just gonna go and pick that up. All right, we picked it up and now we have to go to the shops. Also in Australia, we're celebrating Mother's Day tomorrow and there are so many different flowers around here as well, so we're gonna have to pick something nice. And get a card and a present for my mom. There we go. Oh, these are really nice. Roses. Wow, they actually have a really good assortment here. I didn't expect it. Some of these are planted, so she could always plant them in the garden too. That's a cool idea. Got little tulips here as well, which are really pretty. Actually, it's a hard choice now. In a way, I don't like it when they have too many choices because then it's like, what do you get? My grandfather was brilliant at gardening and he used to actually grow and sell these too. So I think that'll be nice. Yeah. This is like a new Woolworths in our area, but I actually really like it. Look how open space it is. I think I like everything open space. So that's good. Anyway, we've got a card, we've got the flowers. Now we just have to pick up a couple of things for the cats and for us. Oh, we're looking for lamb. But there is no lamb. It's a little bit higher in fat, which is good for our Bengal cats because they burn through so much energy. The only problem here is that they never seem to have lamb meat for some reason. We always have to like look for it. Yeah, it sells out really quickly. They just simply don't make enough.
Pick one first.
What ice cream? Open it. I can't see. What are our choices? What do you want?
Maybe this peanut butter pretzel.
All right, let's try that one.
That sounds interesting.
Little guy waiting for his owner. I'm actually going to give the flowers to my mum today because she's at home anyway and I don't really want to leave them outside. So she will get the flowers a little bit earlier, but I'm going to give her the card tomorrow and her little present tomorrow as well. Are you guys doing anything special for Mother's Day? Actually, by the time I upload this vlog, it will be tomorrow. So to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. We've dropped off the shopping at home. I gave my mum the flowers. She absolutely loved them. She really loved them. And she actually mentioned the fact that my grandfather, so her father, used to grow them as well. So she was like really impressed. Anyway, now we're going to Stratco, which is like a supply store for building materials and things like that. And we've got to get some flashing tape for our pergola that Marish is currently working on. We're working on quite a few projects. So trying to balance out obviously doing things at home and then going out a little bit as well to show you guys things around the place and you know, getting some good content for the vlogs. But yeah, we're gonna go pick some of that up and get going on those projects too. Alright guys, we have arrived, going in and we'll have a look at what variety of products they have for what we need. Alright, we're in the right section, we found what we needed. So this is the kind of stuff that we're putting on to the roof. Yeah. Got it, got two at the moment. We may need an extra one, but we can
see how it goes. I'm not sure because I can always use silicone in other spots. This is just for places where I can't get the silicone gun into.
Yeah, so we'll get two at the moment. If need be, we'll come back for a third one. It'll be fine. I opened up the greenhouse just to give it a bit of fresh air. Check out the lettuce. That is definitely ready to go for lunch at some point. And I put this little guy in here because I wanted to grow a little bit quicker. And look at this. This is another type of lettuce that actually a variety of lettuce mix that I planted so that I can have more, obviously to eat, because these two won't be enough for every single day. But I want to start eating more salad, so this is perfect. And check out what a week did. Look at these lemons. They are so ready to go. So we're back at home and I was just thinking, like, I have not played any games since a while now actually, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fire off the Xbox and see what's going on. So of course, a lot of updates, a lot of everything, and I'm like, oh, it's so good to have that membership, that monthly one, Xbox Gold membership, because you get free games with it, which is awesome. And there are a couple that I want to play, a couple that I've already downloaded, and it's really good that I finally have more internet allowance. That's like the main thing, because that was a huge problem for me. So now I feel like I can actually update games, I can actually download games, and yeah, so we've started off Lucy on the antibiotics. She's got the ointment going in her eye. There she is. I just put it in for her, so she's squinting a little bit. Now he's trying to grab the camera strap. Did you want to take the camera? Do you want to vlog for a little bit, do you? Do you want to take over? Anyway, so as I was saying before, I just hope that it finally all works and all comes together. So you're gonna get your pats. She's waiting for dinner as well, so I better feed her in a minute, and then we'll do a little unboxing of something, which I think is pretty exciting.
A few moments later.
There is just one more thing left to do today, and that is to unbox something that we got a couple of days ago, and it has to do with Game of Thrones and games. So let's have a look. It's a perfect classic combination, I think anyway. Classic combination with something that we currently have that is absolutely awesome. I love Game of Thrones. Let me know if you're also a Game of Thrones fan. We've also placed these flowers right on the center of the table. I just love how beautiful and white they are. You know how sometimes you get that dirty white look, and this is just like really, really crisp, pure white. And here it is. Yes, it is Monopoly. It is the Game of Thrones Collector's Edition. The price of this was $78, and you know what? I've been wanting to get Monopoly for the longest time, and yes, they do have the classic one, but I wanted something different, something slightly different. So I am going to unbox this one right now and see what the differences are. Of course, you can play this from 2 to 6 players, ages 18 plus. I wonder why it's 18 plus. All right, here we go. I don't want to scratch it. That's the like worst thing that I'm always afraid of when I'm opening new things. It's like, because it's so new and untouched, you don't want to stuff it up by making a big scratch when you're trying to open it with a knife. So here we go. Seem to be going good so far. Oh, I'm surprised already, and I'll tell you why in a second. But as you can probably tell, I haven't really seen much, but I have touched the box, and it's a textured box, and you can't really tell that it would be normally from the outside because of the wrapping. But have a look at this. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. Yeah, I think you can tell. See how it's like a textured kind of box? That's really cool. All right, let's open it up. You are seeing this as I am. So we're opening that up. And of course, we are greeted with the board. Let's open it up. Wow, okay, it looks awesome already. And the currency, I was really, really curious about the currency in this, but let's have a look at the board. Nice. Okay, that looks awesome. That looks really, really good. Master of Coin. I love that. I love that. And we will be playing with their currency too. House Stark. House Targaryen. That is cool. You still go to jail. You still get free parking. And you still get to visit whilst in jail. Maybe they could have worked on that, but I suppose they wanted to leave some classic elements. Wow, look at that. And these two things, I think that's really cool how they did this, because look, the Iron Throne, that's awesome. And of course, the map. I'm really, really glad that I got this version. But let's have a look at the remaining things. Dice. Different. Not just the classic white. I like that. It definitely matches the board. And then we have these guys. Oh my gosh. Now that... Sorry, I got excited. Forgot to point the camera at it. Look at that. you've got the crow, and you've got the dragon's egg. And now I can't take it out. I might actually take it out of the box entirely. Of course, how to play Monopoly. I love how it's made into like a little scroll as well. The currency, I'll unpack that in a second. And of course the cards here. And everything else for the properties that you buy. Okay, the houses, which is like, it looks like a castle of some sort, right? Or some kind of, yeah, that's different. So that's obviously your houses and hotels. That's cool. Even the house, I mean, look, it looks awesome. Alrighty, now. Oh, no way. Look at this. Isn't that absolutely awesome? Okay, let's take all of them out and line them up. This is what you get to play with, and I think that it's absolutely awesome. So many cool characters and elements. Well, probably more elements of the actual series, but there is something that everybody will like. You know, I actually love every single piece. You know how sometimes you have some that are like, yeah, like in the classic game, the Iron, for example. I was like, okay, you can have that one. But like these ones, they're really, really awesome. Now, let's have a look at the currency. That's one more thing that I was interested in terms of the design. So I'm going to open that up. All right, so starting from the beginning, that's the first design. This is the second one. The next. And then we've got this. This. That. And, of course, who else could be worth 500, right? Anyway, this is pretty awesome. I can't wait to play Monopoly now. Now that it's kind of been reinvented slightly, you know, with something new, something more for today's liking, particularly if you like Game of Thrones. I think that is pretty awesome. I love the design. I love all the changes to all the different elements. Obviously, once I start playing, I'll be able to let you know. Do I actually think anything should be changed, if at all? But it does look quite cool with what we have in front of us. I think they've done a really good job. Once we open the scroll, you can see that obviously it describes all the different houses of Lannisters, Starks, Baratheons, and Targaryens. Then we've got the Iron Throne, which we can shuffle the cards through there. Then we have the 6 collectible tokens designed with Game of Thrones symbols, obviously. So we've got Direwolf, Dragon Egg, White Walker, 3-eyed Raven, the Crown, and the Iron Throne. So that is pretty cool. And then what we start off with, the bank. And there are different ways to play as well. I haven't read all the rules, but there is a short way to play as well. So that is pretty cool. I'm going to have to look through it all. So by looking at the card, we've got villages and keeps. So that's the little village, I'd say, and that's the keep. Or the other way around. I'll have to have a look. Usually the smaller one is the village and then the keep, but you know. Of course, I would love to hear your opinion about this. What do you think about the board? What do you think about pretty much all the elements that I have showed you? Is there anything that you think that they should have changed or added or not changed at all? But I think they've done a pretty good job. As I said, once I start playing, I mean, I could go through all the cards and everything, but I think I will leave it here for now. Your house seat of power has been sacked and burned. See, like, it's pretty cool. Like, everything's gonna have to do with Game of Thrones, obviously. A Lannister always pays his debts. I like it. I like it. That's really cool. I just love the spin on it, right? I just hope I don't get addicted, because then I want to collect all Monopoly versions. I always like Monopoly because I was always good at Monopoly. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing it. Anyway, guys, I am going to call it a night. I hope that you enjoyed today's vlog. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I hope that you guys have an awesome day or night, wherever you are in the world. And of course, I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.